Welcome to the CUPA HR Speaker Preparation Tutorial on making your presentation stellar. In this module, we will cover CUPA HR's PowerPoint template, ways to use font, text, and images, how to engage your audience, incorporating CUPA HR's learning framework, and the importance of practicing your presentation. Nobody wants to be bored to tears by a PowerPoint presentation, so here are a few ways in which to make your presentation stellar. To make life a little easier, CUPA HR provides a template to get you started with your presentation. Visit the conference website to download the template. This template is easy to use. Just follow the instructions and begin typing. Sometimes it is fun to be creative with font, but be careful with the font you choose. Keeping in mind that once your presentation is on a large screen, it may look different and be harder to read than it was on your computer screen. It is suggested that you use the same font, size, and color that is provided in the template. Let's talk about text. Text can be your friend or a foe. Text is your friend when the amount of words on each screen is kept to a minimum. Do not inundate your audience with too much text on the screen. Chances are they will be reading all the words on the screen and not be paying attention to you. We don't want that, so don't give away too much information in text. Of course, there may be instances where you share a quote or other example where it is necessary to include a lot of text. That's fine, but consider an overall approach of only including the minimum required text to convey the point. Images are a great way to portray or support the content of your presentation. Often, you will find that you can use an image to enhance an example or cut down on the amount of text. Keep in mind that if you're going to use images, that they need to be relevant and you need to be sure you have the legal rights to use them. Engagement and interactivity is a presenter's best friend. It is important to keep your audience engaged. If they are not engaged in what you have to say, they won't retain the information, and that's a waste of everyone's time. There are many ways of keeping your audience engaged. For example, get out from behind the podium. Make your presentation as engaging as possible by moving around, walking through the audience, and asking the audience questions. This will ensure the audience stays attentive. A fun way of keeping your audience engaged is by using audience polling software, which would allow you to ask your audience to reply to a question via their smartphones. You can find several options for audience polling by doing a quick internet search. Don't have polling software? Embed questions into your presentations. They can be used as segues to the next topic or a way to ensure your audience remains engaged. Your presentation proposal was accepted based on the description you submitted. It not only demonstrated a direct correlation to the learning framework, but also to the higher ed human resources community and adaptability of ideas to a variety of institutions. Make sure your purpose and objectives are clearly stated. Also, within your presentation, be sure to explain to the attendees how the subject directly correlates to the framework quadrant. In addition, the content can and should go beyond the quadrant that your session is in. Provide examples, explanations, and best practices that span all quadrants when you can. The best way to make your presentation stellar is to practice, practice, practice. Michael Jordan didn't become one of the best basketball players of all time by just walking on the court one day in his team's jersey. He practiced. Make sure you do the same and your presentation will be a slam dunk. This concludes the How to Make Your Presentation Stellar tutorial. We hope you have found the information useful in preparing for your session. If you have any further questions, visit the conference website or email conferences@cupahr.org or give us a call at 877-287-2474.